Market situation update, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome back. It's Thursday today, and here's what's on the menu, guys. We got the Canadian Swiss franc that's raising its head. I believe there is a very interesting trading opportunity here to take advantage of, and we just pulled the trigger. I'm going to walk you through the technical situation here. Next video, cryptocurrency markets back on the downside, as expected, to be honest. So we're going to be revisiting our existing short position on the Ethereum that deserves our attention. Let's go right ahead, dive in, guys. Canadian Swiss franc has been on our mind for quite some time. We haven't been able to knock off the big target, and time and time again we came back, managed to take some profit, but nothing close to what was intended at the first place. I'm gonna do it again. This is the third time we're approaching here. We think price action eventually is gonna chase the previous highs, 73.60 roughly. That's from the daily perspective. We got a bigger system coming from the weekly perspective, and here we can see potential for price action to go all the way to 74.63. So that's more than 200 pip in potential. But there are a few systems here. There's the big one, black. The medium size one is the blue. And then there's the purple here, representing the short-term cycle. And remarkably enough, they all interact with each other almost perfectly. And I'm going to show exactly what I mean. So on the large scale system, price is coming from below, right? It's on the bottom, which is why we think it's going to go back to the upper section. That's long-term perspective, medium to long-term perspective, 74.63. The smaller scale system, the blue one, it's actually best represented by the daily chart here. It's also trading on the bottom. It's coming from the bottom, right? And it's approaching the upper section here. 73.28 is the star of the show. That's the next big resistance. That's why we're going to use that level as a profit target just as well. So we got multiple potential targets, right? We're going to address all of them. Then there's the small scale system. That's that's best observed from the daily chart or the 4-hour chart, although I'm not necessarily going to go down to the 4-hour chart, but just so you see, it's right now starting to break 72.36. That's a local resistance, right? I suppose it will make it because it's basically pushing itself off 72.22, which is another local support this time, right? Now this is the purple system, sorry, representing the short-term cycle, suggests price actions easily going to 72.70. So you can see we have a target at 72.70. The game plan is that once price action gains some momentum, reach around middle section here, around 72.50, we're going to throw in another trade. And this time we will address, with the second trade, we will address 73.28 as the target, profit target, right? But for this particular trade we just threw in 72.70 is going to be the target for that one. All right, so we're kind of using two targets for this particular bullish campaign. We throw it in 25K, all right, and we're willing to do the same, to double up and push $50,000 position all the way to 73.28. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's interesting stuff. Yesterday, obviously, price was able to break 72.27. That was the trigger for us. And today we opened up the market. Price was already starting to hammer. We pulled the trigger. All right, guys. Stop loss level is relatively tight. We can allow ourselves to put a tight stop at 72, right? It's very tight in case price action doesn't make it, because we kind of counting on a breakthrough. If that's not happening, we might as well get the hell out of here as fast as possible. All right, guys, that's about that. Canadian Swiss franc. Moving on to the next video. Ethereum's coming right up. See you there.